Have you ever wondered why some leaders seem to effortlessly command loyalty while others spark chaos in their wake? What if I told you that the Washington Commanders' leadership isn't just about football? It's a masterclass in power dynamics. This isn't just about wins and losses on the field. It's about understanding the psychological forces that shape influence, authority, and control. Now, I know not everyone is ready to think like a true leader. Most people will click away because, let's face it, being a leader isn't for the faint of heart. But you're still here, and that tells me you're different. You're not average. You're ready to see the deeper truths that only a select few dare to explore. In this video, I'll show you the psychological strategies behind leadership, control, and influence. By the end, you'll understand what separates weak leaders from the ones who dominate, and how you can apply these lessons to your own life. Number 1, the power of identity in leadership. One of the most crucial aspects of leadership is identity. The Washington Commanders understand this deeply. Their brand, history, and values create a sense of unity among players and fans. This identity isn't just about a logo or a name. It's a symbol of resilience, pride, and belonging. Fans wear their team's colors not just as a fashion statement, but as a badge of loyalty and connection. Think about other iconic leaders like Nelson Mandela or Steve Jobs. Mandela's identity was inseparable from his fight for equality and justice. Similarly, Jobs represented innovation and a refusal to settle for mediocrity. These leaders didn't just stand for something, they embodied it. Now, apply this to your own life. Ask yourself, what do people associate with you? Are you the person who never gives up, the one who always finds solutions, or the one who brings people together? For instance, if you're leading a team at work, do your colleagues see you as a reliable guide who remains calm under pressure? Crafting a strong identity isn't about pretending to be something you're not. It's about amplifying the qualities that make you unique and inspiring. Number 2, control the narrative. In today's fast-paced world, narratives form quickly and perception often becomes reality. The Washington Commanders' leadership understands that if they don't control the story, someone else will. From managing public controversies to rallying support during tough seasons, they actively shape the narrative around their team. Take a real-life example. When the Commanders faced backlash over their previous name, they didn't ignore the criticism. Instead, they engaged in dialogue, rebranded and used the change as an opportunity to redefine their values. This wasn't just a marketing move. It was a masterclass in narrative control. Think about how this applies to you. Imagine you're working on a project at work and things don't go as planned. If you don't speak up and explain the challenges you faced or the lessons you learned, people might assume you were careless or incompetent. Instead, take control of the narrative. Frame the situation in a way that highlights your resilience and willingness to improve. For example, say, although the outcome wasn't perfect, it gave us valuable insights for future success. Your life is your story. Are you letting others write it, or are you taking the pen into your own hands? Number 3. Emotional intelligence is non-negotiable. The best leaders are not just intellectually smart, they're emotionally intelligent. They know how to connect with people, read the room, and adapt their approach based on the emotions of those around them. The Commanders' leadership exemplifies this by understanding when to push their team and when to offer support. Imagine a coach addressing a team after a crushing defeat. A leader without emotional intelligence might berate the players, worsening morale. But a coach who understands the players' emotions will acknowledge their disappointment, encourage them to reflect on the lessons learned, and motivate them to improve. In your personal life, emotional intelligence is just as critical. Let's say a friend is upset but doesn't want to talk about it. Do you brush it off, or do you recognize their need for space while subtly letting them know you're there for them? Emotional intelligence is about empathy, timing, and response. One way to develop this skill is to practice active listening. The next time someone shares their thoughts or feelings, focus entirely on them. Notice their tone, body language, and choice of words. Respond thoughtfully, showing that you understand their perspective. Number 4, decision-making. Under pressure. Pressure reveals true character. In the high-stakes world of professional sports, decisions must often be made quickly and decisively. The commander's leadership demonstrates this repeatedly, whether it's during a game or in off-season strategic planning. Every decision they make, like trading a key player or changing their coaching staff, can significantly impact their future. For example, imagine a coach deciding whether to go for a risky play in the final seconds of a game. It's a split-second decision with no guarantee of success. A great leader relies on preparation, intuition, and confidence to make such calls. In your life, you might not face decisions under the bright lights of a stadium, but high-pressure moments come in many forms. Maybe you're asked to present on short notice at work, or you have to mediate a heated argument between friends. How do you respond? The key to thriving under pressure is preparation and self-trust. Build habits that strengthen your decision-making muscles, such as gathering information, considering potential outcomes, and learning from past experiences. When the moment comes, you'll be ready to act with confidence, even if the stakes are high. Number 5, the influence of authority figures. Leadership doesn't exist in isolation. It's shaped by the people we surround ourselves with. The Washington Commanders' leadership demonstrates this clearly. Their ability to maintain control and make informed decisions stems from consulting with experts, relying on trusted advisors, and learning from seasoned professionals. Authority figures, whether mentors, coaches, or consultants, play a critical role in sharpening leadership skills. For example, the Commanders lean on analysts, trainers, and sports psychologists to ensure that decisions are grounded in expertise. These authority figures bring knowledge and perspective that a single leader might not possess on their own. In your own life, who are the authority figures shaping your decisions? These could be parents, teachers, mentors, or even public figures whose advice you follow. If you're leading a team, do you have experienced individuals who challenge your ideas or offer fresh insights? Surrounding yourself with the right people doesn't diminish your leadership, it amplifies it. Take a moment to assess your circle of influence. Are there voices in your life that uplift and guide you, or are you relying solely on your perspective? Seek out mentors who inspire you and challenge you to grow. Number 6, the balance of power and trust. Leadership is a delicate dance between power and trust. The Washington Commanders' leadership offers a valuable lesson in this balance. If a leader exerts too much power without earning trust, it breeds resentment and rebellion. On the other hand, too much trust without clear authority can lead to disorganization and chaos. Consider how this balance plays out in a sports team setting. A coach who constantly micromanages their players may stifle creativity and erode morale. However, a coach who is overly lenient might lose the respect and discipline needed to drive the team forward. The Commanders navigate this dynamic by combining firm decision-making with genuine care for their players' well-being, fostering both respect and loyalty. Now reflect on your relationships. Are you a parent, a manager, or a friend trying to lead others? Ask yourself, do you lean too heavily on authority, risking alienation? Or are you so accommodating that your leadership feels ineffective? For example, imagine you're leading a group project. If you dictate every detail without involving the team, you'll likely face resistance. But if you let everyone do as they please, the project may lack direction. Striking the right balance means giving clear guidance while trusting others to contribute meaningfully. Number 7, adaptability as a leadership trait. Change is inevitable, whether in sports, business, or life. The Washington Commanders' leadership illustrates the importance of adaptability in staying ahead of the curve. From adjusting strategies mid-season to embracing new technologies, they show that refusing to evolve is the quickest way to fall behind. Adaptability means more than just reacting to change. It means anticipating it and preparing for it. For example, when injuries or unexpected events disrupt their plans, the Commanders don't dwell on setbacks. Instead, they reassess their approach and find alternative ways to succeed. This resilience ensures they remain competitive no matter the challenge. In your life, adaptability is just as crucial. Imagine you've spent years following a specific career path, but the industry suddenly shifts. Will you cling to outdated strategies, or will you learn new skills to stay relevant? Or consider a personal example. You plan an outdoor event, but rain forces you to change your plans. Do you let it ruin your day, or do you pivot and make the best of the situation? The ability to adapt is a hallmark of great leadership. Practice viewing change not as a threat, but as an opportunity to grow and innovate. Number 8, vision is the ultimate compass. Great leaders don't just focus on the present, they set their sights on the future. The Washington Commanders' leadership reflects this principle through their long-term strategies, from building a cohesive team culture to investing in the development of younger players. Vision provides direction and purpose, ensuring that every decision aligns with broader goals. Take historical leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. or Mahatma Gandhi. Their visions of equality and justice weren't about short-term gains. They were about creating a legacy that would endure for generations. This ability to see the bigger picture inspires others to follow and commit to a shared purpose. What's your vision for the future? Whether you're leading a company, a family, or your own life, having a clear vision gives you a roadmap to success. For example, if you want to grow in your career, your vision might include developing specific skills, expanding your network, and taking on challenging projects. Without a vision, leadership becomes aimless. You may be busy with daily tasks, but are you moving towards something meaningful? Take time to articulate your long-term goals and ensure that your actions today are paving the way for the future you want to create. Let me ask you, how did these insights land with you? Because here's the thing. The leadership of the Washington Commanders is more than just a story about a football team. It's a reflection of the hidden forces that shape influence, authority, and success in every part of life. Your career, your relationships, even your personal growth. But here's what makes you different. You didn't click away. You didn't settle for surface-level understanding like most people do. You stayed, which means you're not like the crowd. You're not here to follow the pack or settle for being average. You're here to uncover the secrets that few ever dare to learn. This channel isn't for everyone. It's for those who want to see the world differently, for those who are willing to explore the unspoken rules of human interaction, influence, and power. If you've made it this far, you're already proving that you belong to a rare group of people who crave knowledge, who strive for mastery, and who refuse to accept mediocrity. And this video is just the beginning. What if I told you there's so much more waiting for you here? Secrets about how to handle manipulative people, strategies to sharpen your influence, and tools to unlock levels of personal growth you didn't even know existed. This isn't just a YouTube channel. It's a gateway to understanding the world and yourself on a completely different level. If that excites you, if it makes you curious about what else you could uncover, then don't stop here. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and dive into the next video, because this community isn't for the average. It's for the bold, the curious, the relentless. And now it's your turn to take the next step. Explore, learn, rise above the rest. Let's see what you're truly capable of.